So it's very clear the US has not made any bones about what they're doing and why they're doing it. They believe that they have been treated unfairly by many parts of the world, especially by China. So they are pushing back and saying, give us a better, fairer deal, which is why they put up this wall of tariffs. And they have also included India as one of the countries which had high tariffs. But when they put in their almost penalty tariffs, India was relatively lower than many other countries which have competing products with us. So I think once this noise settles, once the disruption settles, India hopes to be a little bit better off than many other countries. But I think it's also an opportunity for India to take advantage of the global disruption and do more than we have been doing. Look at manufacturing more high-tech components, high-tech products. Look at expanding our capabilities in whether it's electric vehicles, whether it's clean energy. So we have a whole host of opportunities available to us to focus on things that we can export, but not just for export, also for our own domestic market. Building the rural part of India as an economy, building both agriculture and the non-agriculture rural economy. The opportunities are immense. I hope we can also use this as a trigger to do more reform within India at this moment.
So does India have the capacity to fill the supply chain gaps that are emerging as we speak?
In some cases, India has the capacity, and some we will need to build the capacity. And India has the sense of comfort and confidence in itself now that we can and we will do it.
So what should be the focus of Indian government right now when it comes to industries? How should they thread ahead?
As I already said, I think the government needs to figure out a way to do massive reform right now to release all the entrepreneurial energy that exists in India, both in startups, in small, medium enterprises, and also in large businesses, because they have the capacity to become key players in the global value chain. And I hope we can give them an opportunity to do so. From the government's own side, they have taken a very practical view as they have sat on the negotiating table, whether it's with EU or with the UK or now with the US. So I'm quite comfortable with the approach that has been taken. I believe we will come out better off at the end of all this turbulence.
So my last question would be about what should industries do right now? Where should they focus amid this volatility?
I think industry needs to focus on productivity, efficiency, the very basics of business. At the same time, working better with research, innovations, and universities, as also trying to do a larger induction of technology into their own operations. And the third part is inducting much more of the female workforce at all levels within industry. I think with the combination of these three, we have the ability to take a quantum leap forward from where we are.
Number one, there is no particular disadvantage to India as such on the tariffs, because Indian tariffs will be still amongst the lowest. So there is no competitive disadvantage, if at all. It will be favorable for India. But I think in the short term. But in the longer run, high tariffs will lead to dormant demand. The demand levels can go down, which means it can lead to stagflation. On one end, the costs or the prices will increase, and on the other end, the demand will likely to not grow. So which means there could be stagflation situation, which is not good for the economy, which is not good for the world.
So what should be the focus of India right now? Where should the push should be from Indian government?
I think the Indian government is doing the right thing. They have got into the right mode of conversation, right mode of discussion with all stakeholders. I think Indian government is doing an excellent job. I think this is something which is expected of the government. They have taken leadership in going and talking, and I think talking is the only way out, and discussion is the only way out when in case of such issues.
Sir, in such a volatile situation, how automobile sectors are gearing up, how preparing themselves for uncertainties?
I mean, we do not know how long it's going to last.
Yeah.
So I think let's wait and watch. It's too early to say. It's very difficult to predict how it will play out. So my hope is that I think it will ultimately all settle down. It will settle down to maybe slightly higher tariffs, but maybe reasonable tariffs, which the world can take on in its stride. I think that, to my mind, is the win-win for everyone.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.